My son was supposed to be at school when a detective called and said, "We have Noah in custody." I abandoned my shift mid-task and broke every traffic law getting there. When I arrived, my sweet Noah was sitting in an interrogation room at the district police station, sitting perfectly still like he was afraid to move. Across the table, the IT director from his school was practically foaming at the mouth as she slammed evidence bags down in front of him. "Your son is a criminal mastermind!" She slammed down perfect duplicates of district master keys, security badges with Noah's photo, professionally laminated surveillance footage from 15 schools showing him entering at 2 a.m. The detective rattled off charges like a grocery list: 9 felony burglaries, 3 counts of identity theft, 3 counts of computer crimes, 20 years maximum sentence. Noah had always been the quiet kid who fixed teachers' computers during lunch. He'd won state cybersecurity competitions. His IT teacher called him gifted. As a single mom working nights, I'd saved for months to buy him computer equipment, proud that he'd found something constructive to channel his energy into after his dad left. My phone buzzed with photos from our neighbor, showing police officers carrying every electronic device out of our house. The district was demanding $80,000 in restitution, but the worst part came during the investigation. They'd found Noah's browser history, documentary after documentary about Columbine, Sandy Hook, Parkland, articles about security failures, building layouts, response times. The detective's face was grave when he pulled me aside. "We need to know if your son was planning something." My blood ran cold. The room started spinning. Not Noah, not my boy. They finally let me talk to him after hours of questioning. "Mom, please, I need you to listen," Noah pleaded when we finally got a moment alone in the conference room. His hands were shaking. Tears were welling in his eyes. "I watched a documentary about the Parkland shooting last month. The shooter just walked in. He just walked right in, Mom. No one stopped him. 17 people died because he walked through an unlocked door." The IT director rolled her eyes, but Noah kept going. "I couldn't sleep for days. I kept thinking, what if that happened here? What if someone just walked into my school? So I had to know if we were actually safe." He pulled out his notebook with trembling hands, pages and pages of documentation. "We're not safe, Mom. One key opens every door in the district. I made a copy using a $20 app on my phone. The keycard codes were stored in a gate controller protected by a password that was literally just our city's name. I found all of this in 1 week." His IT teacher had been sitting quietly in the corner the whole time. Now he finally spoke up. "Tell them what you could access, Noah." "Student addresses," Noah started, his voice barely above a whisper. "Their daily schedules. Which kids take ADHD medication. Which ones see therapists." He paused, swallowing hard. "I could see which kids have restraining orders against parents. Where kids wait alone after school for rides." The police officers had stopped taking notes. "An actual predator could get a shopping list," Noah continued. "Building layouts, camera blind spots." He looked up at the detective. "When resource officers take their breaks. When halls are empty. Entry points that aren't monitored." The IT director's confident sneer was completely gone now. Noah's voice cracked. "I tried to report it first. I went to the IT department and told them about the vulnerabilities. They literally laughed at me. Said I watched too many movies. Said I was paranoid. So I had to prove it. I documented everything. I never hurt anything, never took anything, never looked at anyone's private information. I just walked in, took a time-stamped photo, and left. I even made sure doors were locked behind me." He looked directly at the detective who'd questioned him about the documentaries. His voice was steady now. "Those shooters, they're not criminal masterminds. They're just taking advantage of our incompetence. Parkland happened because of a door that didn't lock properly. Sandy Hook happened because of propped open doors. I wanted to fix our doors before something happened here." Everyone was speechless. The case dragged on for months. Depositions, expert witnesses, security audits. Then finally we stood before a judge. At the final hearing, the judge asked how much a real breach would have cost. "Hundreds of millions," the district's lawyer admitted. His voice was quiet, almost ashamed. The judge turned to the IT director. "Has the district fixed these vulnerabilities?" She nodded quietly. "So this teenager did your job for you," the judge said. "Case dismissed on felonies." The gavel came down, and the district was forced to implement every fix Noah had recommended. And the best part? Noah was invited to join the team fixing the very system that almost branded him a criminal.